guys, today I'm going to be doing a video that I have been wanting to do for a while now, and that is on my favorite everyday makeup brushes. And I really want to show you guys all the brushes that I use every single day, or that I use almost every day, just that are my top favorites, because I have so many brushes and I don't really like them all as much as others, and I have a few brands that I'm going to be talking about, but most of all of my brushes and my favorite brushes are Sigma brushes. You guys know that I have used Sigma brushes for almost 2 years now, is when I purchased my first set, and now I basically have like almost every brush by them, because literally I just love Sigma brushes. The prices are so good and they are so comparable to really expensive brushes, but then they're not. And then I have a few, like I have like an Ecotools and some Sedona Lace, but most of the brushes are Sigma. I don't have too many to talk about today because I actually don't use that many brushes. I have just, as I told you guys, my favorite ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. In the bottom bar, I will list out like the numbers and the specific names of every one, and then I will link to you guys to Sigma, and I will link to any other brushes that I talk about. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So my first ones are my favorite of all time brushes that Sigma carries, which are their synthetic face brushes. And these all three, they look really similar, and you can basically use them for the same things. Like they say like you can use them for different things, but you can use all of these. Then I have another one that's tapered, so I included these three for like foundation and for cream products and stuff like that. This one is the flat top synthetic kabuki, the F80. This one is the F84 angled top kabuki, and this is the F82 round top kabuki. Now you can tell all of these are used. I actually just washed my brushes like last weekend, but I have used all of these within the week because I love them so much. And these all work very similarly. These are the best I have found. So great for liquid foundation, like cream products, like cream blushes, but mostly just for liquid foundation. You just buff it in perfectly, give you amazing coverage, and it really makes such a difference. My absolute favorite one, if you guys are like, Lindsey, why are you talking about three? Like, I just want one. My absolute favorite is the flat top, the F80. This is the one I find myself using definitely the most often, but I just use like all of them. I have 4, as I told you guys, and then these other ones I will use when that one gets like really dirty, but I love this one as well. This is probably my second favorite, the round top. And then the angled one, which you can also use this for like cream blush or something, but it's good that it's angled because you can really get it into the spots on your face when you're doing your foundation. So I highly recommend these brushes. I know you can purchase, I think, all 4 of them in like a kit, or you can purchase them individually. As I told you guys, the flat top is my favorite, and if I could recommend you any brush for foundation, it would be this one. This is the one that I use literally every single day, and I don't know what I was doing before. Like, I like it so much better than what are those called, the you know, the ones with the white hairs on top and the black hairs on bottom, like the synthetic ones. I like it so much better because it's so much denser, and it is extremely easy to apply your foundation with that. Okay, now another brush that I really like is this one right here. I don't have any of these numbers memorized, if you're wondering why I have to look at them. I am not good at memorizing like brush names. It doesn't work out for me. So this is the F15 Duo Fiber Powder Slash Brush. So this can be used for so many things. As you can tell, this is synthetic. It's white at the top, and then it's not very dense, but this is amazing for, you can use this for powder blush, for cream blush, even for foundation. It works amazingly as well for foundation because it's a little bit smaller and you can really buff it in. So I use this one, like as you can tell, it has foundation on it right now, so I like it for foundation when, as I said, those get really dirty. Or I also like it for powder blush or cream blush. Like I literally just, you can use this for so many things. You can also use it for powder. So this is a very versatile brush, and it's awesome. And since it's like has white hairs at the top, this will not shed. It doesn't get black hairs onto your face. So I really like this brush as well. I guess I will go ahead and finish up with my few face brushes that I have left, and then I will go on to eyes brushes next. So my next face brush that I really like is this one right here, and this is the Tapered Highlighter F35. This is the perfect brush for highlighting if you use a powder highlighter, which I do sometimes. Sometimes I will do a cream highlighter or something, and then I'll go over it with a powder highlight. This is also really great for contouring your cheekbones if you use bronzer to contour, or for highlighting. It's just the perfect size for either of those things, and I use it for mostly for highlighting because I have another similar brush like this that I use for contouring, and it's a little bit more angled, but this is amazing for either of those things. So again, this is the F35. Okay, next is my blush brush. That is my favorite, and this is the F10 powder slash blush. So you can use this for either because it's kind of big, but I find it's the perfect size for my blush. I put it on my apples and then I'll like blend it up, and I just love this. I use this every single day. Well, when I use a powder brush, like today I wore a cream blush, but I actually did put powder blush over it, and it's just the perfect size, the perfect brush. I don't really experience any shedding even though it's black. I think it's pretty good about not shedding. And then my last brush is an Ecotools brush, and this is literally like the softest brush on the planet. I'm not sure of the specific name of it, but it's basically just their powder brush, their big fluffy powder brush. This is so soft, as I said. It's my absolute favorite powder brush. This has never shedded on me once. It has these like reddish brown bristles, and they just stay on so good. This is an amazing quality brush. It's definitely my favorite for bronzer or if I'm putting powder all over my face. Yeah, that's amazing. So those are all my favorite face brushes, and now I have some eye brushes that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so my favorite of all time basic eyeshadow brush just for putting color on the lid is the E55 eye shading brush. I have had this for almost 2 years. This is one of the brushes that came in my original kit from Sigma, and it is just like this. It's the perfect size for your lid. I literally use this every single day for my shadow. It packs it on perfectly. I have absolutely no complaints. It's never like shedded or anything like that. This is amazing, and it's very comparable to like the MAC versions of this brush, but it's so much cheaper. I think this brush is like under $10. All of the Sigma brushes, you can buy most of them, not all of them, most of them individually, and then they're all available in some sort of kit. But I would recommend, my first thing that I did was buy, I bought the complete kit, which I believe was like $79 or something, with 12, it came with 12 brushes. So if you divide that up, I think I got like, it's like about $7 a brush, which is so good, because like Sigma brushes, if you don't know, are very comparable to MAC brushes, and MAC brushes are like $20-$30 a piece. That is the reason that I love Sigma so much, and I have always used Sigma. I've always been a huge supporter. They have amazing customer service, and you can be an affiliate for Sigma. So I just highly recommend Sigma over any other brush company because I've never had problems. They're so sweet, and they just have amazing service, and I really am honestly so in love with my Sigma brushes. I use them every day. So that Sigma, you guys know, is my favorite, and I have used them for a very long time. Let's keep going. So my next one, this is the P84 Precision Angled Brush, and I don't know why, I just really like this because it's big and it's good for highlighting. I use it every day for my highlighting. It's my favorite because it's angled and it's easy to put under your brow bone, and then also kind of blends out a little bit if you have any harsh lines under there. It's really good for that. So I love that one. Okay, next we have the E25 blending brush, but this isn't what I use for blending. I actually use this when I just want to lightly place a color in my crease or outer corner. You can tell it has some dark shadow on it. Well, not that dark, but some shadow on it right now. And it also does kind of blend it out. It's like a fluffy brush, so it's good for like just placing color like kind of loosely in the crease or something. I love that one. And then next, this is one of my Sedona Lace brushes, which I did a review on Sedona Lace brushes, and I really like them. They're very different from Sigma. Like Sigma has the more basic brushes, and then Sedona Lace has like more detailed brushes. So those are the kind of the differences, which is yeah. So this is the EB21, and this is a very, very tiny little eyeshadow brush, and this is my favorite for my inner corners. I have to have a brush to put my color on the inner corners because I love to use a bright color and brighten up my inner corners every single day. So this is my favorite one to do that. So that's why I really like this one from Sedona Lace, because it's one of those like detail brushes. Okay, then I just have two more. This next one is the E45 Small Tapered Blending. This is my favorite for outer corners. I'm not into, I know a lot of people use pencil brushes for their outer corner to get it really in there. I kind of like to have it like precise, like this is precise, but it also kind of blends it out. And so this is my favorite for putting color in the outer corner or in the crease too. It's amazing for that, so I love that. And then my last one is just a basic blending brush, and this is my favorite because, I don't know, I really like it because it's a white. I think this works better than the black one for some reason. This is the E35, the tapered blending brush. So This is my absolute favorite for just blending out if you have a harsh line. You literally just go in and it gets your harsh lines blended out, just blends out everything perfectly. So this is my favorite for blending. That is it. Those are all of my favorite brushes. I picked those out of my collection, the ones that I just really use the most often, and I promise you guys will not be disappointed with any of these brushes. So if you have specific questions about like Sigma brushes, which ones you should get, like for beginners I recommend like they have the complete kit, like one of the kits that has like 12 brushes or something like that. I really recommend that if you don't have any like nice quality brushes, because it will seriously last you and it's every brush that you'll need. So I would definitely recommend the Sigma complete kit, or just maybe if you already have some brushes but you are looking for some individual ones, they have individual brushes too. So I will just have Sigma linked below, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. I am not being sponsored by Sigma. Sigma doesn't really like sponsor people to talk about their brushes. They're not like that type of company, which I think is really good, because everything that you hear about Sigma is like honest opinions, because they don't like sponsor people. So I think you guys have heard me talk enough, but I can't recommend any of these brushes enough. So I hope that you will check them out. I'll have the names and stuff linked in the down bar, and I hope this was helpful, because I've gotten this requested and I really thought it would be helpful for you guys to see which are my favorite and what brushes that I use every day over all of my other ones, because I literally probably have hundreds of brushes. Like, not hundreds, maybe like a little bit over 100. I don't know, I have so many brushes. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you can check out my links below. I have my Twitter. I would love if you followed me on Twitter. I have my Facebook page, which is photos and just updates on videos. You can like my Facebook page. And I have my Instagram, which is @beautybaby44, and then all my links will be down below, and the links to the brushes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!